I want to talk about tempo, balance, and focus. So these are three kind of key areas, and I think they relate some to the 5 gears that you may have heard about. I've talked about them previously on here, and this, I think this tool goes hand in hand with the 5 gears, but it talks about tempo, balance, and focus in our lives. So these are 3 areas that I think we need to evaluate as leaders, as people. We need to understand kind of how we're doing in these 3 areas. So tempo has to do with the work that we're doing. Is this pace sustainable? This speed that we're working at? Is it rhythmic? Is it repeatable? Kind of how do we, line up there as it relates to our workflow? And I know this doesn't assume that every day looks the same, that our schedule is always the same. I know things are always changing, especially for pastors from day to day. It can look very different. We have busy seasons. I know, like, for example, the Easter season is a crazy busy season. It's a wonderful, rewarding, amazing season, but it can be a very taxing season on the schedule and on your energy, which energy for leaders is our most valuable asset, more important than money or time, but it's the energy that it takes to do some of the things that we're required to do. And so tempo is really, we need to determine if the pace that we're running at right now, if this tempo, is it sustainable? Am I gonna be able to keep this up, or am I gonna get burned out? Am I gonna crash at some point or shut down, right? So the next thing is to think about is our balance. So when it comes to balance, we need to think through, so who are these, the key relationships in our life? And are those in balance? Are those healthy? Are they prioritized in the right way? Are we spending the kind of energy and the kind of time that we need on those relationships or even on those tasks that are the most important? Are these things in sync? Are they in balance? So these relationships if they're out of balance, it's hard to stay healthy as leaders, right? And if these relationships go out of balance, then it's important that we know how to get them back into balance. And it's also the people around us to help them get their lives back in balance as well when they get out of balance in that way. And the third thing in this tool, this tempo, balance, focus, this last one is focus. So am I keeping the main thing the main thing? Am I focused on the most important tasks? That's what we're talking about here. There's so many, competing demands on your schedule, for your time, and for your energy. So are you focusing on the right thing? So it's important as we look at the 5 gears, as we look into this concept of tempo, balance, and focus. We know there are seasons in life that are busy, that just get crazy. But it's important when you're in those that you make that time, that you add some balance in there, that you add some of that first gear time, right? That recharge time. So you have to put rest in there. You have to, in your schedule, you have to be able to make sure that you have the right tempo and the right balance, and you're focused on the right things and the right relationships so that you can be 100% healthy and you can lead those around you to be 100% healthy as well. But again, this tool is a way that you can visualize, that you can see, and begin to have the right vocabulary to talk to your team, to talk to your family about striking this right approach for tempo, balance, and focus. It's a quick tool, but I hope it's helpful to you today. God bless you.